Our kick-ass fans have made the UFC the fastest-growing sports organization in the world. To say thanks, we've launched UFC Rewards, where you can now earn points by doing things you already do, like visiting us online, watching UFC.tv, buying pay-per-view events, and more. Then redeem your points for things like limited edition collectibles and exclusive experiences that won't be available anywhere else. It's free to join, so visit UFCRewards.com to get started today. UFC Rewards. Get as good as you give.
In March, the UFC crowned a new strawweight champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. But the only thing harder than winning the title is defending it. On June 20th, we head to Germany as undefeated Joanna Jędrzejczyk defends her title against former Invicta Atomweight champion Jessica Penne. UFC Fight Night, Jędrzejczyk versus Penne on June 20th, only on Fight Pass.
UFC International Fight Week returns to Las Vegas this July 7th through the 12th. Attend special events all week long, including free concerts, pool parties, and the Ultiman 5K with Dana White. Then head on over to UFC Fan Expo for fighter signings, fan activities, the UFC Hall of Fame ceremony, seminars with your favorite fighters, and much more. It all leads to UFC 189, Aldo versus McGregor. Go to UFCFightWeek.com for tickets and info.
UFC comes to FX. Undefeated Olympic gold medalist Henry Cejudo faces the toughest test of his career. Live and only on FX. What a fight! UFC 188 Prelims, a special FX broadcast. Tomorrow at 8.
Two UFC heavyweight champions, but only one can be the baddest man on the planet.
There's nobody better than me. I'm gonna go in and just take what's mine.
I'm the best in the world, but this title is everything for me.
Fabrizio Werdum, total domination. Cain Velasquez is back.
Tomorrow, only one champion will leave undisputed.
UFC fans, the Octagon has returned to Mexico City as we welcome you to the official weigh-ins for UFC 188, Velasquez versus Werdum. Tomorrow night, only on pay-per-view, we will find out who is the baddest man on the planet with the crowning of the undisputed king. When UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez returns to the Octagon to fight UFC interim heavyweight champion, winner of 5 straight, Fabricio Werdum, who earned his belt right here in Mexico City. Also tomorrow, all-action fighter and 2-time Strikeforce lightweight champion, Gilbert El Nino Melendez, seeks his 13th career victory by knockout as he goes toe-to-toe with fellow 155-pound star, Eddie Alvarez, who has already earned 16 of his own victories by knockout. We'd like to send out a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members and thank our UFC sponsors. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. And Metro PCS, where you can get unlimited data, talk, and text on the nationwide T-Mobile network for just $30 period. And now, to get the official weigh-ins for UFC 188 underway, here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening in Mexico? Ariani, Jamalet, Dana White. Without him, none of this would be possible. Joe Silva, best matchmaker on the planet. We're going to kick things off in the featherweight division. Gabriel Benitez versus Clay Collard. 146 for Mr. Collard. And his opponent, Gabriel Benitez. First fight of the night live on UFC Fight Pass. Gabriel Benitez and Clay Collard. This fight takes place in the welterweight division. Augusto Montero versus Cathal Pendred. From Mr. Pendred. And his opponent, Augusto Montero. Next, we move to the prelims live on FX. We kick things off in the lightweight division. Francisco Trevino versus Johnny Case. $155 for Mr. Case. And his opponent, Francisco Trevino. Johnny Case and Francisco Trevino live on FX. The next fight takes place in the bantamweight division. Alejandro Perez versus Patrick Williams. The next fight takes place in the lightweight division. Efrain Escudero versus Drew Dalber. For Mr. Dover. And his opponent, Efrain Escudero. For Mr. Escudero. Drew Dalber and Efrain Escudero. We move to the flyweight division. Henry Cejudo versus Chico Camus. His opponent, Henry Cejudo. The main event on FX, ladies and gentlemen, Henry Cejudo and Chico Camus. Next, we move to the main card, live on pay-per-view. We kick things off in the women's strawweight division. Tisha Torres versus Angela Hill. division, Yair Rodriguez versus Charles Rosa. Opponent, Yair Rodriguez. Versus Nate Marquardt. For Nate the Great. And his opponent, Kelvin Gastelum. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event. Co-main in the lightweight division. Gilbert El Nino Melendez versus Eddie Alvarez. of the evening.
First time in Mexico, that's always been my dream to fight there in Mexico City. And for them to be the first ones, I mean, it was hard to watch that.
Fabricio Werdum won the interim title with a spectacular second-round knockout of Mark Hunt. He showed the world that he's not just capable of winning by submission, but he can also knock out one of the best strikers to ever compete in the UFC's heavyweight division.
The whole interim belt thing, I didn't care if it was the interim belt or the real belt. Just as long as when I come back on my return, I get to fight again for that belt. Going into this fight, I don't feel like I need to make a statement, I know what to do out there. Just have to go out there and do it. I think my stand-up is better than his. I feel like if we go to the ground, I can expose my offense to him and, kind of do what I want with him also.
La motivación que tengo ahora es claro que ser el campeón ahí para demostrar al mundo, porque sabemos que Caín Velasquez no pelea de hace casi 2 años.
Fabricio Werdum will without a doubt be the best grappler Cain Velasquez has ever faced in his career. His defensive guard and his offensive guard may be his keys to victory in this fight.
A lo que tengo a lo mejor puede ser especial el corazón, no quiero ser uno más, yo quiero ser el mejor del mundo.
We're both trying to win, He wants something that I have, and I'm trying to keep what I have.
Solo puede haber un campeón, y este campeón soy yo.
Fabricio is a tough guy. I can't look past him. Every fighter has the confidence going in that they will win. It's my job to show him that he can't do that.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing the interim champion, Fabricio Werdum. Fabricio Werdum. Fabricio, this is a spectacular heavyweight matchup, maybe one of the best ones ever. Give us your thoughts on Cain as an opponent and what tomorrow means to you.
Yo solo quisiera agradecer a toda la afición de México, Latinoamérica, y solo puede haber uno, y ese uno soy yo.
What did you say in English?
I just say I've been one guy, just one guy. This guy's me.
Good luck to you, sir. Fabricio Werdum, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with the champion now. Cain, I know it has been very important for you for a long time to be able to fight and defend your title here in Mexico City. What does this fight mean to you?
Cain, sé que ha sido muy importante para ti pelear y defender este título en la Ciudad de México. ¿Qué significa esto para ti?
Para mí es un sueño pelear aquí en medio de ustedes y ganar por ustedes.
For me, it's a dream, and this is for you, for all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, champion, we'll see you tomorrow night. Cain Velasquez and Fabricio Werdum.
Two UFC heavyweight champions, but only one can be the baddest man on the planet.
There's nobody better than me. I'm going to go in and just take what's mine.